Hey YouTube, it's Petey Two Finger here. Just a quick update. I had been working on this amp, and that kind of fell to the wayside because I'm waiting on parts. I had built a Marshall 92 Super Bass. The 1992, it's not the year it was made. I think it's the model number. It's just confusing, but I think the Marshall Super Bass actually came out in 1970. Regardless, I've decided to try a JTM 800 style circuit in there, which, you know, they're all JFETs. They're all FETs, people call them. This isn't a tube amp. Calm down. It's okay. Anyway, yeah, I've just kind of been goofing off. I played some Minecraft. I went shopping for food with my wife. We went to Aldi's. I tried this stir fry chicken. It was $4 for this bag, and then we got these egg rolls, so it was like $6. And it was awful. Oh my goodness, it was terrible. That was really disgusting, wasn't it?
I didn't have any, but the egg roll was good.
You didn't have any?
No.
Why not?
I had something else.
You had to go to work?
Yeah, it was early, so I didn't eat it.
Okay. Well, yeah.
But the egg roll was good. I microwaved it.
I would prefer that you make that for yourself.
Yeah, I have the leftovers. Maybe I'll have it next.
There's leftovers of that stuff?
Well, yeah, because I didn't eat it.
Oh, you made it all?
No, I made half the bag and it was leftovers.
Okay, well, when you make the other half of the bag, make sure that I'm, like, passed out drunk or something. If I leave you, then you can make it. Anyway, yeah, it was horrible. Oh, man. Like,
I can't wait to try it now.
we cooked it in a wok, too. And I had soy, and I had chili garlic sauce with it. The egg roll wasn't bad. The egg roll was the only thing that saved it. But that stir-fry chicken, it was like jasmine rice. It came with the rice. It just had a ridiculously disgusting taste, like really bad. There's a good review for it on the. And I know you can't always trust Aldi products. Some of the stuff at Aldi, the potato chips, the hard cider,
Chocolate cereal.
the chocolate cereal with that squirrel cramming that stuff in his big trouble cheeks. Yeah, it's good stuff there. The Lucky Charms cereal is disgusting. I really don't like that. Anyway, I'm off for the weekend. I've been trying to get some feeling back in my hand. My hand went numb from overdoing it. I just did surgery on my ingrown fingernails again. I just cut out quite a few of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 on my hands, and I did 4 on my feet, which I rarely have to do my feet, but oh man, that hurts. So my schedule is just being flip-flopped. I'm going from getting up at 7 o'clock at night to waking up at 9 p.m. Like I had a gout attack, and my foot was hurting real bad, and I took something called indomethacin that will meth you up. Normally I would take that at night, and I would get this pleasant, sleepy feeling. I took one in the morning. I had 2 cups of coffee, which is unusual for me. Normally I'll have a half or 1 or none. Usually I don't have coffee. Anyway, I woke up early. The cat woke me up. I had 2 cups of coffee. And then I popped one of these indomethacin because I couldn't move my foot. It hurt so bad from this gout in my ankle. And I had a panic attack. I had an acute anxiety. I was playing Minecraft, and I was at the bottom in the bedrock, and there was a diamond. The first diamonds I got in this game, I've been playing it for a long time, playing this game, and then I got a cat. And once I got that cat, 31 diamonds lost. like all of my stuff I kept getting killed. This cat was bad luck. I gave him a fish, and he was my friend. So I'm in the bedrock, trying to get this diamond, and you couldn't get it. And there was no ceiling. It was all like I was in there, like everything was right up. And I completely shorted out with a panic attack, acute anxiety. My wife had run out. She was doing towels and pillowcases and sheets and comforters at the laundromat. And I'm like, can you pop back in and see me? And thank goodness I did, because I was completely, Satan came knocking. And I'm like, can you give me one of those special pills? I've got these benzos that I got 15 of them about a year ago, and I try to only take one when I have a panic attack. I'll just take a little bit. I'll take like a quarter of it. So I took a quarter of a benzo. I took an eighth of a benzo, and that helped. And then I took another eighth because it started coming on again. And then I took a quarter of a benzo at night. And I was up for like 20 hours maybe, that whole run there. And then I went to bed and I woke up and it was 9 p.m. So, yeah, then I did a short day where I went to bed at like 3 in the morning, woke up at 9, go to bed at 3. And then this morning, woke up at 10, and that was it. It's today. So that's what's been going on. It's been weird. My schedule's been jockeying, so I'm like, I don't know if I'm coming or going. It's bad when it gets like that. You start feeling like you're a drug addict, like you don't have a grip on reality, like your body's in jet lag and you're weirded out. Like you'll get punch drunk or you'll get cranky. You'll kind of go in between euphoria and then feeling really depressed. It's not a good state to be in. Anyway, this morning I woke up and I saw this Aleve, this bottle that said Aleve on it, and it's the coolest design package. I fell in love with this bottle, so I emptied those Aleves out of there. I removed the label and taped it on, and then I took that Aleve bottle and I painted it. It's 3 pieces. There's a cover that's part of the child safety system, so I removed that. Painted it like a lightish yellow, like a cream yellow on the bottom, and then the white for the safety, the part that comes up, and then a blue lid. And that's for my daily meds. I take 2 different types of medication. So I have one bottle that's primered, and then it's got red paint on it, and that way they're colorful. I know exactly what they are. If they fall, I can find them. They don't blend in with the white on the floor. So it's nice to have those painted special bottles for my special medication. So I had some painted bottles at some point, and they had gotten thrown away. We had gotten some new ones that were just white or whatever. There was one big tall one that kept getting knocked over. This tall green, like a regular pill bottle. I didn't like it. So I did that this morning when I woke up. I was shooting paint, and I ran some water in the sink, in the other sink, and it didn't come down right away. And I don't like that. I like when the sinks... whenever the sink's backed up, I think it's bacteria. I think there's a bunch of sludge in the pipes, and it's coming up. And like the other one, the one where you dry the dishes, that's always like got a yellow scum of like hardened pus on it in our house. And it's always a fight with my wife. I'm like, what are you doing? You got to clean this, And I'll go in there and throw this Comet all over, and she's like, you're using too much of that. And I'm like, well, I wouldn't have to if you'd fucking clean it once a year. So, that water wasn't going down today. There was that yellow pus in there. I cleaned it, and then I we've got this tool. It's like a fish tape thing or something. It's this weird plastic thing. It's like 20 inches long. It's got a ring on it, some cutouts, and you stick it in there instead of sticking a coat hanger in, because a coat hanger can damage your pipe. So I stuck that thing in there, and it wouldn't come out. I had a real hard time getting it out of there. When I pulled it out, the whole bottom 12 inches had poop on it. It was gray, like poop. like just stuck to it. So I'm like, fan-fucking-tastic. So I cleaned that shit up, and I went and got a coat hanger and started jamming the coat hanger in there. And then I look, and there's water pouring out from underneath. I put the coat hanger through the elbow pipe, which is the second time I've done that in this house. I did it 10 years ago, the same thing. You know, I woke up and I got in there, I got going in there and cleaning up and doing my thing, and I'm going to make a difference and do a really good job. That my wife doesn't think to get a coat hanger and jam it down the pipe. She said when I was cutting the coat hanger, "Are you not supposed to really do that, aren't you?" And so we had to go out. We had to go out to the hardware store, and the metal pipes were like $13 for one of the things. We needed two things. The whole plastic assembly was like $8. So I bought all that plastic, replaced it all. She gave me another gasket. I called the lady. I'm like, "Look, I don't really know what I'm doing. You know, I don't want to get home and find out I got the wrong stuff." So we had it with us. We brought with the two pieces we wanted to replace. And my wife found the metal replacements, and I'm like, "Hold on, let's talk to the lady, because I think the plastic can take a little bit more of that coat hanger that I'm going to do in 10 years." So anyway, yeah, I had to crawl under there. We went through, I have a thing of hardware. It's a square, it's a zip tie container. So it's like about this big, this square thing. And I was throwing random hardware in it, screws and fasteners. And it got to be full, and it was real nasty. We keep it up on top of in the kitchen and on top of the shelves, and we deep fry a lot, so it's just nasty. And so we went through that thing. We threw all the screws out and used some larger protein containers, like powdered protein, like these plastic tubs. And so I got one that's just all wood screws and one that's just kind of everything else. At least I went through that one thing. So now when I'm doing projects and I need wood screws, I've got them separated. And we picked a bunch of washers out of there. I was kind of getting low on washers. So, yeah, it was like a red letter day for getting stuff done. That, like, I woke up and, like, put a hole in the pipe. And there's water leaking. Water? Where's that coming from? Huh. And, of course, there's, like, 7,000 plastic bags underneath. If you open up the sink, it's just like it just come out, like the Blob, like some kind of 80s horror movie. This thing just comes out. 75,000 bags. So we threw out. We had a giant rug in there, and that I washed it, ran a brush over it, and then hung it up over like a tabletop. This rug is huge. It's like maybe 7 or 8 feet by 6 feet. So I've got like a tabletop that I garbage picked and put outside to extend my patio to put my smoker on it. Anyway, I leaned that up against the patio, and then we put we had this throw rug, this massive throw rug in the kitchen, and it kind of got nasty. So we watered that and scrubbed it, and then ran a bunch of water through it and hung it up on that thing. So that's out there drying. And Werner's, I'm about to have some frozen pizza. So yeah, that was my day today. I am just racked with pain. I don't know, honey. What did I do yesterday?
Nothing yesterday, but yesterday, the day before yesterday, when you stayed up till yesterday morning, and you were like in the kitchen cutting up plastic.
I pulled a bunch of muscles in my back and my arms and my shoulders. I'm in so much pain right now. Cutting up cardboard, taking out garbages, sanding, yeah, just a bunch of stupid stuff. So I'm gonna need to kind of take it easy this weekend, and then Monday, hopefully that package will come and I'll feel like jumping in. I built a JFET. It's a double buffer, basically what it is. So it splits the signal 2 ways. I had one that I had made with a TLO72, and it was acting funny. So yeah, that circuit's done. I'm going to mount it in a 125B. It's going to come here, and I'm going to put a battery pack that has a pair of 18650 lithium-ion batteries. So it'll have an internal battery pack with a power switch, and then a safety when you unplug it, and that should last a really long time. And then I'll have to pull the chassis screws out of it and throw the batteries in one of my chargers. I just got this new charger here. It holds a 26 650 size battery, which is like about the diameter of a D battery. It's fatter and it holds like 3,500 milliamp hours. Anyway, yeah, I'm just a complete wreck. I overdid it. I really, really overdid it. And then with this Peteys plumbing service, my wife was like, "Thank you." I'm like, "Thanks." It's like 7 o'clock at night, and we're just sitting down from like the havoc that I wreaked. The whole time the theme from Mario Brothers is playing. Bonnie, this is water. All right, you guys. Oh, Rick is a runners. Man, is that good? We did go to the. I lost the screwdriver, so we replaced that. This precision screwdriver set. I've got this favorite screwdriver. It looks like this. It's got a little thing on the end, but this is my favorite type of screwdriver. Anyway, that's missing right now. It's in the house. I mean, I know I'll find it. We got an Italian music box for our granddaughter, and we got a 19 volt 6 amp power supply for $2.99, and I got this box, this amp chassis. Oh man, is this thing cool! Wait till you see it. It's so cool. It looks like a miniature shrunken toolbox. It's like silver amorite. It's beautiful. And then I got a mini Marshall for $2.99 with a little 9-volt battery amps. And I don't know. It was one of those a run to Goodwill in between the hardware store and then going and picking up that screwdriver set at Micro Center, which has a really cool but very overpriced tool section. And I found they have the coolest mini needle nose there I've ever seen, which I just recently got mine back. Mine fell in between this is my favorite tool. You can see, like, this is a $5 one. I forget what brand that is, which I got ripped off on that. For $5.99 you can get a set that comes with a side cutter too. The reason this is my favorite one, it's just a little bit smaller. It's like a 4-inch or a 4.5, maybe 4. It's a little bit smaller. The thing is a little bit smaller. I polished it, I sanded it, and oiled it. It's got the spring still in it. Spring action's still good on that one. I really like a smaller needle nose. And we wrote down the model number. It was a 10307. Do you remember the name of that?
Something with an A?
Amlin?
No, I got it written down.
Anyway, it was $17 for this needle nose, which...
Aven.
Huh?
Aven.
A-V-E-N?
Yeah. Technic Precision Screwdriver.
10307?
Yep.
I'm pretty good with numbers sometimes. So yeah, Peteys wish list, Peteys Christmas list. $20 needle nose. It's got like a blue plastic handle, and then it's like really chromed out. Like it's small. The actuator, the little thing, it's tiny. Like little beep boop. Little mini, like for Kita. So yeah, that's Micro Center has a tool section. It's overpriced, but there's some cool stuff. There's some cool stuff in there. All right, you guys, I'm going to eat my lunch and send some good vibes my way. I mean, I hate to be a baby and be like, oh, I'm in so much pain, but I am wrecked. I've got gout in my foot, my lower back, my shoulders, everything. I'm just a mess. I need to rest is what I need. That's how you heal up for good, right? So I know what I got to do. I'm going to be taking it easy, and when I get that order comes in, we'll do some more electronics. Hopefully have that amp for you guys soon. So we'll see ya, and peace. Peace,